Hard Mark Podcast.
Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan.
Sleep on a bed.
That's corruption. I could make a fake snake.
You do not pee in the pool. You do not pee in Tim Duncan.
All of myself is clean.
Broadcasting from Ryan's indoor YMCA pool that he lifeguarded at for some reason, welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, a show where I, Eric Donaldson, wrestling fan of over 30 years, introduce one match per episode. To my co-host who has never watched wrestling, we talk about the backstory. We watch that match, then we rank that match on our ever-growing list. The purpose of this show is twofold. First, to see what happens when someone who's never watched wrestling is introduced to its most notable matches. And secondly, as a window into the mind of my partner in podcasting crime, he is the man of 1,000 compliments, the soul skater, the maitre d' of Matt Drama, the Tampa Bay topsider, the living painting, the talent, the viceroy of Vegas, Flying Ryan Murphy.
Here I am. Yeah, in person.
Bring in your energy for the final in-person Hard Mark for the foreseeable future.
We'll be back, but
he'll be back. Yeah. He'll be back. It's what a whirlwind it's been. You know, anyone who listened to the last episode heard how live in the middle of that you received a phone call, and now here we are, just the very next episode, and you're leaving to go move to another state in like days.
Yeah, like 2 days.
In 2 days.
Yeah.
So, and like literally just in real time, we recorded less than 2 weeks ago. And so now you are driving to another state. Yeah. You may have picked up on the Las Vegas title that was given to Ryan earlier. But yeah, what a whirlwind.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling like I've been very like spacey. Like I'm not like focused very well. I'm thinking about other shit. Like,
sure,
that's been even worse than it is usually. Usually I am, you know.
I could see that.
So like, yeah, it's been a thing. I'm not really good at this sort of stuff. Like,
right,
like doing things, putting things into motion. So,
and I mean, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this question, but you have never lived outside of Washington before, correct?
No.
In fact, you could go so far as to say you've never really lived outside of like northwestern Washington.
Like, yeah, like barely out of Snohomish County.
Right. So this is going to be, I'm not sure how you're going to like climate wise, how it's going to go for you.
I don't know either. Like,
in Nevada.
I have no clue. Like, I keep having dreams about it, like, because I'm like freaking out. Like, all of a sudden, this has been something I wanted to do, like leave the state for a long time, and now it's happening. I'm like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't do it. Like,
I've always
just stay in Washington.
I've always admired people who could like pack up their stuff and like go somewhere where they really don't like know anybody. Like, I've never done that myself. So like to see other people who have done it, I've always found to be very admirable. And like, it's not for me, but I can respect people who have done something like that.
I mean, I'm literally packing like boxes and just hitting the highway.
Yeah, and the little TV, not even the big TV.
The little TV is coming with it. Yeah, unfortunately.
How big is a little TV? Just out of curiosity.
from diagonally.
Well, I mean, what would you? Because my TV,
I think it's like 42 inches or something.
That's not 42. Bad. That's big enough to do what you need it to do.
But it's not my like curved 65-inch OLED.
Right. You know, which you did promise to me. At one point in time, you said, if I move to Chicago,
I want it back. I want it back. Like,
but you don't even know what you're doing with it. It's still, where is it right now? This moment.
Like, what's gonna happen is if I might consider selling it. I told Greta, I was like, I'm gonna sell it. She's like, maybe just leave it at my parents' house.
So is it there now?
It's at my house still. I have to take it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I could leave it there. They would use it, and then I could get it back maybe someday or not. Although her parents have done more than enough to like just earn this little TV thing. Not earn, but like I owe them more than a.
Just stare dad down. I want this back.
They could just keep it if they wanted to. Like,
sure.
You know, but yeah, so
challenge her father to a Stein holding contest, and the winner gets the TV.
You probably win.
You see, it didn't seem nearly as confident as you were against Colton.
Yeah, I'm not.
Man, this is wild, but we're going to have a really good time. I mean, we're going to talk about, wrestling stuff eventually. We'll get into some other things. I guess as far as my list of topics, there is one thing I actually thought about. How long has it been since you had roommates? And Greta doesn't count. I know you and Greta lived together for a number of years.
So I had a roommate in 2010. I moved out.
Okay. Was this because your age is younger than my age?
I was
so
19 when I moved out.
Okay, so you moved out of your parents' house and had a roommate at that point in time.
It was like a high school, it's still a good buddy of mine, but okay.
Just like a 2-bedroom apartment, basically, right?
Yeah, 2-bedroom. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it was like a little just rental house in Everett on Lombard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
Why is that? It's a weird. I've never seen you make that noise before.
Lombard is it's got this weird place in my heart.
How long was that for?
We did for like a little bit less than a year.
Oh, and then you moved in with Greta.
No, then I moved back in with my parents.
Okay.
I had to ask them if I could move back in.
What the? That's so. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I moved out and moved back in with my parents. Yeah. My little sister did the same. My older sister and younger sister both moved out and then came back. Yeah.
I think that's pretty, when you're 19, you try to move out, it's just likely not going to be, that successful. Or, maybe it's fine, but then you have to, you gotta live with your parents. I lived with my parents until I was 24, so, 4 years.
Man, how old was I when I moved out that first time? I think I was, 20. Yeah. I think I was 20 years old, and then, moved out on my own for 2 or 3 years, and then came back. Yeah. Lived there for maybe another year or so.
At your parents?
Yeah. And then moved back out again and then never looked back.
But same. Once I got... my dad was talking to me and he was he told me they were moving to Wyoming and he was like, I remember you didn't you were like, okay. So that's when he knew I was ready.
This little bird's going to fly.
I think my sister threw kind of a fit about them moving and I was so anyway, I moved out with Greta at that point, and then I haven't gone back since. Although, sometimes, I think about maybe move to Colorado, live rent free. I
mean, yeah, you could do it. I bet your parents would love seeing you there. You could write poetry. You could adorn the walls with all your poems about twisters and waves.
They already are down there, yeah.
Right. It just makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And it's not that far from
it's kind of Nevada. It's kind of far. It's the same distance.
Is it? But Nevada to Colorado is relatively close, right? If my geography is correct.
Maybe. So they live in Fort Collins, which is northern Colorado. So maybe southern portion is a little bit close. But it's
gotcha.
Washington's not that far away from Nevada. If you look at a map. It's
it's relatively, it's as far as flying, but I mean, which you're not doing, you're driving there. Wow. Man,
I'm not into it. My sister does these trips where I'm not into it. I take a plane.
Okay. Right.
I don't have a choice to take the car.
Sure, you're driving out of necessity, so you have your car and all your stuff, right? That makes sense. Do you have any apprehension about having roommates? Are you worried about this?
Yeah, I don't know these people. I'm walking in to sign a lease on the spot and then move in.
Did you have any idea who these people are?
So I know they're
men, women, children.
They're it's three or four guys, and they're in their mid 20s to early 30s, so kind of around my and I think one works at a restaurant, one works at a bank, and one was a construction worker. That's what I know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we'll see. I think people will just kind of keep to themselves. It'll be pretty chill. And I asked, and I don't know if I was I don't want this to be a sober house. I don't want.
Wait, you asked?
I did. I was but it's okay to have a beer, right? You can have beer in the fridge,
Wait. Was the landlord telling you hey, not a whole lot of drinking,
No, the description of the house, they have these go read any description of a house, and they have very
on Craigslist.
Did we talk about this last time?
I don't. No, I guess you got your job offer on air.
Maybe okay. Sorry, I have talking
real quick
people about this. Yeah,
Ryan's Corner.
A wave is like a twister. So they have all these descriptions like this is like not a party house. This is like no drama, like, emphasize or like I want a gay male, like, they're very specific about who can live in these houses.
Okay.
And like that's just on the listing, right?
Sure.
So also sober houses, like,
okay.
So I don't want to live in a fucking sober house. Like I'm moving to Vegas, like, right? Like,
yeah, sure. You've made that abundantly clear by the amount of beer of mine you've drank.
I have to like start doing things in my life to get in shape and like move. Okay,
right.
I'm not
ripped to death, Ryan. He's coming back. Everybody.
Yeah. So that's not my intention. But I'm not going to live in a house where it's like, you can't drink. Like that's just. You
should at least have the option. Even like you had a long day at work, maybe you just
of course,
want
like there should be beer in the fridge. Like,
sure,
like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to live in a restrictive like type of environment. So
I understand.
That is what I was concerned about, and I addressed it on our phone call. Like, is this like some sort of like?
This is your first question out of your mouth.
That's why I called him. That wasn't my first question, but that is why I called. Like, so
yeah. Glad you got your priorities.
Brother, like got back. I was like, yeah, like she's like, you didn't like learn anything, did you? Like,
I learned it's not a sober house.
Not a sober house. Yeah, that's all like I went in there for.
The important things that you learned. Man, these Ryan's corners over the next few episodes, they're going to be real good.
Are they?
I have a feeling you're going to be living in a house with 3 other strangers.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas at a new job. You're gonna have some stories to tell, one way or the other. You're gonna have very good stories. This is gonna be, you know what? You've talked about prime Ryan in the past, how like being your prime self, going back to like the 80s or whatever. I think this is going to be an opportunity for prime Ryan. Like, you're not going to be out there, pussy slaying or anything like that. But as far as just like stories that you can tell people, party stories, like now you can set the story of you getting hit by a car aside. That doesn't have to be your party icebreaker. Now you're going to come away from this experience with some serious stories.
I'm moving to Las Vegas,
You're moving to Las Vegas.
There's fucking movies about like moving to,
exactly.
So that's
$17 in your pocket.
You should see my bank account right now after 4 months not working.
I'm sure it's very
not far off.
Very impressive. All that Uber stock really paid off in a big way.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no! These Ryan's corners are going to be so good. I cannot wait to hear.
I'll try to bring.
You're going to have space in your room for this, right? Like to like, set up your computer so you can like.
There's
do
a desk in there. That should hold my 2 monitors. And then what I was packing, I packed all my electronics, so I took the microphone. Like, I don't know if you need it, but...
I already know. I think I know the answer to this question already. I'm going to ask you regardless. Yeah. Did you bring my DVD back?
I did. It's in my car.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I thought about reminding you.
I should have. I think I got distracted. I was on the phone, but I was going to bring it in. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the car. When I packed up, I got it.
50% odds that you drive off with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna forget.
I'll just mail it by FedEx.
Please. Once you're making that Vegas money, then just
No, I grabbed the CD. I was like,
perfect.
This is one of the rare times where I actually return. I get people who are like, you don't return their tools or something, like your neighbor doesn't return. I'm the guy who doesn't return the tools. I just like
That's shocking.
Yeah, I know it's an awful person to be, but I am.
You've only had
That's
my DVD.
Unintentional. Like it's just.
You've only had my DVD for a year and a half.
Yeah, but I brought it.
But you did brought it.
Yeah.
You did brought it. Yeah, so I can't fault you for that. Way to go, Ryan. I didn't even have to remind him, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new responsible Ryan. Yeah. Moving to Las Vegas, good head on his shoulders. He's going to be partying at Hakkasan. Look out for him there.
I'm a little bummed that like I may lose like the feel for Vegas, right? Like you go to Vegas on vacation, and
sure.
Like I won't be hanging out on the strip, but like I wonder if I'll like lose that magic about Vegas, right? Like me and Greta go there all the time, and you walk into a hotel, and so
I think you will. Yeah. I think that's like something you're going to lose a certain element of that, but at the same time, like you're going to be the Vegas guy. Like people are going to want to bring you there because you're going to know all like the local spots. Like you're like, let me show you something that all the tourists don't know about. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me take you to the Heart Attack Cafe where if you weigh over 350 pounds, you eat for free. Like stuff like that. You're going to be able to tell people about the cool underground spots.
Right. No, so I mean,
like the Heart Attack Cafe.
Have you been there?
No, I've seen it.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it too.
Yeah.
I don't.
If you go, you need to let me know.
I'm not like.
It's sexy nurses that serve you food.
Yeah.
And then I think some of the drinks are in like, the little syringes or whatever. Mm-hmm. Something really cool like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can go there, but like maybe, I'll.
I mean, you're not going to eat for free, at least not yet. I mean,
not that. Yeah,
give it a couple months. You can
Vegas.
Start putting it away. You're going to eat. You're going to eat well there.
Yeah,
I have a feeling. And for the record, just to kind of put a bow on the Vegas topic for right now, you literally have no excuse not to go to the Hofbrauhaus at some point anymore.
I'll just wait till you get down there, and then
that's fine.
We'll do it that way.
Heather has been chomping at the bit. Like, can we plan something? And I was like, let's let him get settled in first, and then we'll figure something
after
out.
The summer is a good time to go, right? Like October, like so you got a few months.
She's really concerned that like pools won't be open if we wait too long. So
why?
I don't know.
October.
Well, she you know how ladies can be. No, but she was like, we wait too long, then the pools aren't going to be open, and yada yada yada. I was like, let's put a time on this. We'll wait and see how it goes.
I'll get back to you guys.
Sure.
I'll let you know. But let's got to be prime season for. I assume I don't know anything.
I think October would be a good time.
Yeah, no one wants to come to Vegas in July.
No. I mean, except for this guy who's driving in style, fear and loathing. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, okay. I'm calling dibs on you right now. Memorial Day, and we talked about this when we had a nice dinner last week. But I'm putting this
like in a year
in
right?
record. Yeah. I mean, unless you can time travel back to this year's Memorial Day. But I'm calling dibs right now. Heather and I, and I don't. Maybe if there's someone else listening to this who'd be interested in coming, there's a wrestling pay-per-view. Happens every year in Las Vegas, Memorial Day weekend. It'll either happen Saturday or Sunday. I'm saying we go down there. We do the Stein holding contest at Hofbrauhaus.
Yep.
We just bro out that weekend.
I will put in the PTO request.
Perfect
For next year.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, it's a bank holiday, right? Memorial Day. You won't be working.
But I won't want to work Tuesday, right?
That's a good point. You're going to hit it pretty hard. Yeah. All that wrestling. All right. Well, then it's settled. Assuming it tasted the same as a normal hamburger. Right. Okay. So we're talking burgers now. You're a burger guy.
I am a burger guy for sure. Yeah.
Would you consider eating a burger made from bugs? So you know that it's made from bugs, but it tastes the same as a burger.
I would. Yeah.
I don't know where else to go from that. So
I think it'd be fine if it tasted like texture wise. It's the same, or is it?
We'll say texture wise, it's the same. Let's say there's a small chance you get like a leg stuck in your tooth. That's the extent of the negative.
So is it just like an alternative to meat type of thing? Like what would be the benefit of doing this?
So bug protein supposedly is far healthier than
is this true? Or are you
no, this is real.
I can't
It's real.
I'm not gonna even go. I don't like know.
If you were somehow able
I know it holds like protein, but like I don't know. Like, I think you're bullshit.
It's leaner protein. It's far like if you got enough grasshoppers to like make a burger out of grasshopper meat. That would be a far healthier burger than cow would be, for example.
Okay. And in this scenario, like it's, grounded together and there's no it's no.
Yeah, it's ground bug meat.
Is there crunch sometimes?
I mean, we'll say in this scenario that they have perfected this recipe to the extent where there's not going to be crunch. The worst thing that could happen to you is, little grasshopper leg stuck in your tooth or something.
And you're kind of like, you're not eating meat, right? Like it's an alternative to meat eating.
Well, I mean, I guess that depends on where you stand on that. I think bugs would count as meat. I mean, that's a living thing that you're eating.
In maybe like environmentally, right? Like,
I mean, it's cool. Yeah. No, it's better for the environment than cows would be. Yes.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't have a problem eating. I would try it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have anything against like fish, which are bugs of the sea?
Do you have anything against fish?
I don't know where I'm going with that.
I'm not a huge fan of like killing anything. Like I don't like killing crab. I don't like killing fish.
Sure. Well, I think I saw Greta posted pictures that you were fishing and then you were throwing the fish back.
Yeah. Yeah, usually I catch and release.
Okay. Yeah. You just like torturing the fish and then throwing them back in the water.
They're living. We get to have.
Would you like a barb in your lip for an extended?
They can't feel it. They don't have the same like nervous system as we do. Right.
I don't think. Is that true? You're calling me out on the bug meat thing.
I watched a video on like catch and release. Do fish feel? Is it like kind of fucked up to do this? And the guy who was talking, I don't know if he's an expert, maybe not, but like,
is this on YouTube? This is just a random YouTuber.
It was like basically, it like to them, it would feel like grabbing like maybe like the bottom of your ear and just like tugging on it. Right? They don't know like what's going on.
Okay,
they're just hooked. They're trying to like escape from this hook, but they don't feel like the same kind of pain that we would feel with a hook through the lip. Is what I heard.
Okay,
and it made me feel better.
About your catching and releasing.
because I feel bad. I feel super guilty. And as a kid, I used to love fishing. But like as I've gotten older, I felt worse and worse and worse about it for some reason.
Well, I think, as I've gotten older too, I kind of feel the same way as well. Did you ever, there was a movie on Netflix. I'm blanking on the name, but it was about like these big, gigantic like pig. They're not real. It's like a movie. But these big like pig things. Do you know what I'm talking about at all? Let me look this up because this is going to bother me otherwise. God damn it. Come on. I know one actor who's in it. So now I'm going to go through his IMDb and find this fucking movie because this is going to bother me. But I only...
About pigs? Like, is it like... or is
Well, it's a fictional thing. It's not it's about... It's about a fake animal that's sort of like
like Charlotte's Web?
I mean, it's not like a talking animal. It's a... 1 second. Let me find the name of this thing and then I'll answer your question as to your liking. Okja.
I've never heard of
Juja, Okja.
on Netflix?
Yeah, OKJA.
Okay.
But like, I watched that and I remember very vividly, we were either doing little gift candy boxes for our wedding or we were doing thank you cards for our wedding. I don't remember which. We were living in my Lake City apartment and we were doing this and like this movie was on the background. And it's basically a movie about like how evil and vile it is to like be killing animals. Like it's very, very pro-vegetarian type of like movie, but it's like a fictionalized version of these things where they give these little baby pig things that grow up to be like enormous to like people all over the world. And then this company comes and like gathers these pigs up and like puts them in a farm. And, you see how horrific these conditions are that these pigs are like kept in and then they get murdered in.
That's interesting. Like
it was,
plot, yeah.
Yeah. And so like there's also like this environmental group that's like super militant that's trying to free all these pigs. And there's like this little girl who like raised the pig who's like trying to like get the pig back. It's basically that's the gist of it. But I remember bawling my eyes out in this movie. Like I had never been so affected by something and like felt so much guilt for like, what am I doing when I'm eating like chicken or beef or anything like this? You should watch that movie.
Send it to me. Send it to me. Me and Greta White. We'll check it out.
You're gonna seriously.
I don't know if I want to watch it. Actually, like
it was a good movie, but like if you have reservations, if you're kind of like feeling guilty about it, it's not going to make you feel any better about that guilt.
Right? Yeah. In Hungary, they kind of like raise their own like livestock and they'll like kill it, and there's like ceremonies and blah. Like. And they're like, you should always watch your meat die. Like, or like, I mean, that's how you should hunt. Like, you should know that. Oh my, fuck that. Like, I don't want to see like this, like, but I love eating meat. So I get it. Like, it's not, I'm eating all these like, who went through like, shit, but like, I don't want to fucking see it. Like,
right.
And that makes me feel shitty that, like, so it's this whole like circular, like, except I keep eating meat. That's the fucking problem. Like, so. I don't know. It's something I need to work on and figure out how I want to proceed with my life on it, because I do not like I don't like the process of killing like animals.
Would you consider going vegetarian?
Yeah,
you would. Is this something you've considered before? I mean, I would absolutely consider it. It would be hard because I like meat. I like fish. I like beef. I like chicken. I like everything. You could be pescatarian.
Is that just fish?
That's just fish.
But that would be something I think it would be healthier for you too,
Yeah, probably.
To some degree. But I would consider it. I haven't done it. We did like a 30-day trial and I just ate like fake chicken nuggets like basically the whole time.
Good.
So
perfect.
Yeah. But I would consider it for sure.
I've also given consideration to it. I've actually, you know what? I've tried, was it Beyond Meat?
Yeah.
It didn't like...
It's okay.
In like a ground beef sort of substitute thing, I thought it was totally fine.
Put your seasonings on it, like
if there was like something that you maybe needed like a higher quality of thing for, maybe not so much. But I thought if in lieu of ground beef, it worked.
And I think it's going to get better too. They're going to come up with like this way to like lab grow meat, and so it should get better. So like I'll consider those options for sure. I have no issue like like eating that as opposed to meat if it's good.
And you'll torture any bugs for that bug meat.
Yeah. Well, they serve grasshoppers at Safeco Field. Like that's a thing.
Have you tried one? I've heard about this.
No, I haven't, but I know they serve them, and people are like, they're like fried grasshoppers.
Oh, they're fried? Are they dipped in anything, or they're just like fried?
They might have sauce on the side, but
what's the weirdest food that you've eaten? For weird is like animal, or well, I guess it doesn't even have to be an animal.
We had like in Oregon, we were going down to like river raft, and we stopped at this place like Central Oregon, like maybe it was like Hood River. Yeah, I think it was Hood River actually. But they were serving like cow tongue or like parts of like cow brain or like some weird stuff like on tacos.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
And you had some?
Yeah, I tried it. I nibbled it.
Was it tongue or brain? Or both?
I might have had both. And honestly, like, it didn't like nothing struck me. Like, it was like, oh, this is like either disgusting or like something's popping in my mouth. It was like, it was fine, but like that's
what would be popping in a
like
tongue or a brain?
I don't know. Like if you like ate something and like there was like, you know, some like liquid inside, like part of it. I don't know.
Like
that
a
would,
gusher?
Yeah, like a gusher. That would freak me out. Like I would, for the rest of my life, that's what I would tell people I ate. But like nothing really happened. It was just kind of like this similar texture to meat. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really necessarily, when you were eating it, could you tell that like, oh, this isn't like.
Yeah, you can, but like
Okay.
it wasn't like horrible. Like,
it seems like it would be like
story-worthy.
rubbery.
Yeah, like chewy.
Yeah, chewy,
Yeah.
which I don't know how appealing that would be. Let's see, the weirdest. So this is not the weirdest. I'll lead up to the weirdest. I have eaten frog before. It was fine. It was like a more complicated chicken.
Was it? These are big like bullfrogs, right? Like,
I mean, it's like frog legs, but
Yeah.
it's like little chicken legs, but you know,
okay,
more just smaller. Which I don't, you
yeah.
know, chicken was
so
probably
just not enough to.
Yeah, exactly. It was just kind of a novelty thing. The weirdest animal I've ever eaten is alligator.
They had an alligator. I don't know if you were here. There's an alligator soul in Everett, all right on Broadway.
I've heard of alligator soul.
We went there. This is a weird night in my life, but like we were there, and we had alligator there because I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll try that." I mean, it sounds good, like, but it was just there was nothing special about it to me. Like, I don't know if
So you had alligator. Mm-hmm. How was it prepared? Do you know? Do you remember?
I almost feel like it's like some sort of like broth.
Okay, so like a soup with
Yeah,
alligator meat.
that's
in
what
it?
I kind of remembered. But nothing special at all. Like it was just like very boring, very bland. Even like the soup was kind of maybe it was like bad serving of it. I don't know, but yeah.
I mean, I can't say like I had like the way that you're supposed to prepare alligator when I ate it, but like it was at the Gathering of Juggalos.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the
where was it?
like city wise,
Like state? Was it here in
it was
Washington?
in southern Illinois on the state line of Illinois and
shit.
Kentucky.
This is okay.
I'm sure wee've talked about the Gathering on this show.
I
before,
think
right?
we have, but like this.
Maybe not in that level of detail,
Yeah,
but yeah, no, we had, so there was a bunch of, so the Gathering of the Juggalos, in addition to like, you know, all the performances, and they have like their main stage and the side stage, like it's for anyone who's been to like a really, really big music festival, it's basically like that. But they also have like carnival rides, like the type of carnival rides and carnival sort of like food, stands that you would imagine that you'd see at like a state fair, like, you know, for any Washingtonians, the Washington State Fair, the Puyallup Fair, like basically like that. And there was a gator on a stick food stand, and I remember me and the gentleman that I was there with, we go up, the guy's like, just so you know, this is like gator, like this isn't chicken that we're calling alligator, this is like gator. We're like, yeah, that's why we want it. And yeah, and it was just deep fried. It was like a corn dog basically, but deep fried gator meat.
Was it like on a skewer, like a bunch of pieces, or was it like a full?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it basically tasted like chicken, but greasier.
Yeah,
Greasy chicken.
I can see that.
Oily ass chicken.
I think maybe you have to go down to like the South to get real, like, you know, real like that. Maybe if it's cooked well and properly, like in like Louisiana, then you can get some good like.
Yeah, I'm sure that they probably do good gator down.
You take that gator all the way up across the entire country to fucking alligator soul in Everett. It's probably not going to be like done as well. Like so.
Do you have the same reservations about eating gator that you would other animals?
Yes, but like it was exciting, and I don't think there's like mass production of gators as far as I'm aware. So like, you know,
I used to watch that show Swamp People, so I saw how they would kill gators, and like as ridiculous as the whole thing is, it's probably more humane than like how most animals are disposed of. At least they get to live like a normal life, and then eventually they just get shot in the brain.
They were saying that the gators have no natural predator. You know,
yeah, I believe that.
They're just such like, you know, big, nasty, fucking like you don't.
Well, there's lots of animals like that. That's an alpha apex predator.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Sharks.
To me, yeah,
sharks are the same way. Polar bears.
We don't fuck with like alligators the same way we fuck with sharks. We'll like defend sharks, you know, and like it's disgusting. But like we don't really fuck with alligators.
Who's we? What do you mean we?
Just humans, like.
I mean, people hunt alligators all the time. Like people, like Cajun people.
Yeah, but if you hunt them, like that's one thing. If you kill them to eat them, but you don't just like, you know, cut off their fins like we do sharks, you know, and then let them back into the.
Oh, that's a thing.
And it's not even good. Like people, it's like a delicacy in like Iceland or something. Like,
oh, I didn't know that.
It's fucking gross. Like,
huh? Yeah,
there's a lot of documentaries about it. Like I think Gordon Ramsay. Anyway, like it's just like a, you know, it's a torture.
Where's Gordon Ramsay fall on this? I'm assuming he's
like,
anti.
It's fucked up. Like, yeah, like, it's not even good. Like,
not even, if it was good, that'd be one thing. There are definitely certain foods that, like, out of principle, I will not eat. There's the one where they force feed ducks.
I love duck.
I like duck too.
Yeah.
But there's one, oh gosh, what the fuck is it called, dude? There's one where they literally will force food down the duck's throat.
Okay.
And like to make whatever organ on its body.
Oh, like a liver or something?
Yeah, like the liver. Yeah. And then like that's the delicacy, but they're torturing this duck by force feeding it like the entire time.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure like there's other foods too. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's just your normal ass steak. There's probably some fucked up shit that goes into it, but it's like, I don't know specifically like what steps were taken to get to that steak. So like it's easier to put it out of your brain than it would be to like, hey, I'm eating this fucked up thing where they force fed a duck for like 2 months and that's the end of it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's just a whole complicated issue in my head. But like, maybe eventually I'll decide to go vegetarian. But like right now,
Vegas vegetarian Ryan.
I'm probably gonna go to Jack in the Box, eat a chicken sandwich after this. So like,
perfect.
So yeah.
Would you be into Red Robin pizza
right now?
Like if we ordered a Red Robin pizza?
You know how I feel about Red Robin pizza.
Okay, maybe that'll have you happen. I thought about doing it, and then I don't know. We'll talk. We'll talk off air.
All right.
This went in a weird direction. I was not expecting that conversation to come out of this. Let's do one more thing, and then we'll get into the wrestling today. Maybe this will be funny. Massages. How do you feel about massages?
I like professional massages, or just like
wherever direction you want to go in this, brother. We'll start with professional. Let's start with that.
I've never had a professional massage, but I would.
Would you get one?
Of course. I think they come with like some insurance plans, like you get a massage on it.
Yeah, some of them do. Yeah.
I would do it.
I feel like you'd be weird about getting your body touched.
No. I'd be fine with it. Like,
I've only had one in my entire life.
Was it good?
It was fine. I don't know. I don't know that I could enjoy it.
Sometimes I think they get like aggressive, and I don't like an aggressive, like, I like a massage that feels like nice and like, someone's like rubbing your back, like, but like,
I mean, usually
don't like try to like work out my spine, don't be a chiropractor about this. So
I think most places will you'll specify what type of massage it is that you're looking for. And if you say like, I want a Swedish massage, then it's going to be a little bit more gentle. Whereas if it's like, shiatsu or something like that, then that's digging into the crevices a little bit more. For me, the one time I did get a massage, I was so like concerned about like not getting a boner the whole time.
Aren't you on your stomach?
You flip in the middle.
So okay, I could see though why that would be concerned. I figured like if I was getting a massage, I'd want to have it on my back. I don't know about like massaging my front.
Oh, so you'd want your back massage and that's it. It is nice. So when you're laying on like your back and you're facing upwards, it is nice to kind of get like the arms and shoulders and hands and stuff like that. There's muscles on the front of your body.
You could just wear like compression shorts or something. Like,
compression shorts. I'll leave. So let me set the record straight because some people may be getting the wrong impression. It's not as if I was like on the constant verge of getting boners the whole time I was getting a massage. I was just like so worked up in my brain. Like, what if I got a boner? Then I'm just have this towel in front of me and I would feel super weird about it.
If that happened, that would be.
And so like that's all I could think about the whole time to the point where it's like hard to enjoy myself, like enjoy the process of getting a massage.
I don't know. I haven't had that. Maybe when I go, I'll try a massage and see like, if that is a concern of mine. I mean, was it a woman who was doing it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think you'd have the same concern as a guy?
I don't know that I'd want to get massaged by a guy. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I just feel weird about that. I'm not sure.
I think I would be okay with like a professional like guy masseuse, like if he was doing it. I think that would be fine with me. But like I also like Maybe I would prefer one, but I think I would totally be fine with like a guy. Like, I don't know. Like,
See, I think it kind of depends on what you're going for. So, like, let's say you were having like really bad neck pain or something like that. You'd probably want like strong hands, and like maybe you'd want to go for a guy. Yeah. Like for me, if I get squeezed too hard, like it's really, really painful and uncomfortable for me. So, like, I, like you, kind of veer more towards like the more gentle, just sort of calming sort of thing, which I think, lady hands are more than capable of doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought about that, but like I could see like me getting there and be like, oh fuck, I didn't think about that. Like that's just shit. Like I don't know. I'll try it and see how I can. But I'd like to get a massage. I like massages.
You should have a Vegas to-do list. I know. You should start making it right now. Like to-do, get a massage, go to Hofbrauhaus, win a Stein holding contest at Hofbrauhaus.
I will win a Stein holding contest.
Make this a party house.
Change the rules.
Change all the rules. Yeah. And then your landlord is like, oh, you Murphy. And then you're just like in a toga, like, see you teach. And then that's the extent of it. That'll be a good time.
Yeah.
The other thing, I'll give you a little heads up about massages that I didn't know. You're supposed to tip.
Can we address that really quick? Just tipping in general, really quickly, because it's so okay.
Ryan's Corner too.
How much do you pay for the massage?
Oh gosh,
like roughly, like I don't know, was it like $50, $60, $100?
It's probably so. I think generally speaking, they fall in there. In my case, I got like a free massage because I had gone to like the chiropractor in the same office, so it was like a weird deal like that, where I was like, well, if it's free, I might as well do it. And then I never having gotten a massage before, I didn't realize you're supposed to tip.
Okay. There's just a couple like things I've ran into recently that have like been, so like I don't carry a lot of cash around with me.
Sure, same.
And so like I went to the car wash, I paid my like $15 for a car wash or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have cash. And the guy's like wiping down my windows at the end. I'm like, fuck, I don't have anything to tip. Like that needs to be addressed, right? Like who carries cash? Like
sure. Especially now at the end of the pandemic.
Like, and I get like those guys or like your masseuse, like I wouldn't have known either, but I could see why they want to get tipped. Right?
To be honest, I don't know that I would even think to tip at the end of a car wash. How did you know that like that?
Well, because the guy's standing out there, he's like, "Why?" He's doing like the manual labor. So I feel like anytime someone's doing you just tip them, right? You throw them a couple of bucks, like.
I suppose.
I mean, you paid $15 for the car wash, which is crazy, but like, the guy is out there working, and like I had friends in high school who did car washes. They made a bunch of money off tips, so I just kind of knew that.
Okay, see, I wouldn't have even thought of that. I would have just driven off like an asshole. But
the other one, I was at Subway the other day, and you put in your card, and the first thing that comes up is an option to tip 15, 20, or 25%. Mm-hmm. That's the first. You don't seem shocked.
I mean
it's a fast food. And
that is okay. It's a little weird when you put it that way. Yeah, that's fair.
So, like,
but your sandwich artists, they need to live, Ryan.
That's the fucking thing. So this is what they have found a way now to like put. I don't want to get all like
the whole living wage and
they found a way to like fuck the customer over for their like shitty wages and like and then if you don't tip, you're the ass. I've never tipped at Subway. You're gonna have to fucking tip everywhere now that you go. Like everywhere is just gonna be expected to tip. You go get I don't know what you go to Safeway. Why don't you tip your the person who rings up your groceries? Why not? They did a bunch. It's like,
sure.
Where's the stop, Eric? Where's the tipping stop? When should you bring cash with? Like it just never ends. Like.
Yeah, it is a weird, I guess I never really thought about it like that. I remember the only job that I ever accepted any tips for was when I was working at Target, and they expressly told you not to accept tips.
Costco did the same thing. And the guy offered me like $100, and I was a little bitch. and I declined it. And I regret it to this day. It was like 10 years ago. Like,
you could have had $119 in your pocket going to Vegas right now. I was so concerned
about the rules at that time for like working for. Yeah, I was just so but I
don't think anyone ever offered me $100. But
this guy was. I mean, it was Kirkland. These guys are fucking loaded, right? Like I carried his TV out for him, or like.
Well, I worked at the Woodinville Target. This is no, that's
right.
This is no Everett situation.
Those tips are fine. Those tips, I think, if you just do it, and but it should not be like a thing. Like when you put your card in, like the next time I go to Target, they're going to be like, the self checkout, like 5%, 10%. Like when the fuck does it end? Like we're tipping everywhere now.
How do you feel about food truck tipping?
Yeah, I'm fine with tipping. Because
I've seen some people who get super worked up about it. And they'll be like, "What? You're not even. It's not even."
But a food truck usually, like you're dealing with people who like kind of own or partnerships in the business, right? Like you're not dealing with like fast food employees who are like, not that they're compensated well, but they work for like a company, right? And they're provided whatever salary and
sure, okay, that makes sense.
So it's just like they serve you. They do. It's kind of a server thing. That I'm like, okay. I always tip at like when I worked at Wave, Jessica's Fine Burgers.
Jessica's Fine Burgers. Jessica's Unique Bites is the name of this truck, which I don't think that exists anymore, but maybe it does. But you know what? That's a good point. And your tips aren't just going to like the person you're dealing with. That's going also to like the cook and like other things, which like at a restaurant, you wouldn't think twice about like, leaving a tip. So I guess I never really thought about it from that perspective. Even though they're not like going back and forth to a table, there's still like the process of like cooking this meal. That's interesting to think about.
That would be but I can't tip everywhere, man. I don't have that much money. Like,
sure. This is why I've never moved to Oregon.
What's going on?
I just don't want to tip my gas station attendants there.
Oh, see, exactly. Yeah, that's right. They'd fill you up, right?
You can't pump your own gas there. You have to pay somebody.
I wonder why.
I don't. There's other state. There's only a handful of other states. I think New Jersey is the same way, where you cannot pump your own gas. I think now they look at it as like, this is a job opportunity. You want to take jobs from people.
I think that's fine. I think if that's the reason, I think that's fine. If there's another dumb reason, like I'm not as cool with that. Like. I don't mind the idea of like someone having a job and doing that. Like,
I mind it because I don't have the option of doing it myself. Like, if I could opt out and be like, no, I'm fine. Like that'd be one thing.
Everyone would do that. You're just canceling jobs, Eric.
Well, I mean, maybe, but like, I'm fine with that job being canceled. That's
I don't know why you'd want to get out. Like, if someone's doing it, like, it's weird. But like, if someone's doing it, like,
I don't want to pay someone to do that.
I can supposed to tip them?
Well, it's the same thing as the car wash thing. Yeah, there's an expectation of tipping, I think, is my understanding. It's manual labor, like you said.
And it's just hard to figure out like where to draw the line with this. Like,
sure. And then it's just an unnecessary middleman relaying your card over to the machine and doing all that bullshit. It's just silly. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. If I had to live in Oregon, I would live on the state line and I would only get gas at Washington State. But then I would, do all my shopping. Or, I would live on the Washington side. Yeah, I would live on the Washington side, and then I would do all my shopping in Oregon, so there's no sales tax. Yeah, that's
smart. That's just finance right there.
You'll learn something on this show every time, kids. Should we get into wrestling? Is it about that time? Yeah. I think so. The final wrestling match in person. It's going to be all virtual from here until, till Memorial Day. We'll do something. I don't know what.
Live from Caesar's Palace.
Won't be Caesar's Palace, but it'll be something cool.
Caesar's Palace.
It's about that time. All right. So for today's match, Ryan, I know that I needed something that would be a fitting end to our time in person, something to simultaneously end one chapter while starting another. And I think I found it, Ryan. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by our match here today. So a little bit of background on my own wrestling fandom. Do you remember the last match that we watched previous episode?
Yes.
Bret Hart versus Yokozuna.
Yep.
Then that match ended. Then Hulk Hogan showed up out of the blue and did stuff. So that was at WrestleMania 9 in Caesar's Palace, which was actually the last pay-per-view I ever ordered as a kid. So I would have been 9 years old at that point in time. And my wrestling fandom dipped pretty significantly after that show.
Did you feel like your money's worth after that episode?
Oh.
Or that purchase?
So when I watched that show live, I remember when Hulk Hogan came away as the WWF champion, I ran upstairs yelling to my parents, Hulk Hogan just won the title. I was so happy. Okay. I was freaking out because, he wasn't even scheduled to wrestle for the title. So what are the odds that he's coming out of the event?
He was interviewed at the beginning though, right?
He was interviewed. He was making a challenge, but you didn't think it was going to happen that same night. So I was very, very excited. But he basically left the WWF shortly after that. And so after Hulk Hogan left, I kind of, even though there were other guys that I liked, like Bret Hart and etc., my sort of main tie to that world sort of went away. And then I got more into like NBA basketball and stuff like that. Charles Barkley became the new Hulk Hogan in my eyes at that point. So especially in 1994 and 1995, I wasn't really following wrestling at all. Pretty much the only time that happened since the time I was 6. Like I would later get into wrestling in the late 90s, as most kids my age would. But it was about 7 years between when I actually bought pay-per-views. So I didn't buy any pay-per-views between 1993 and the year 2000. Just to paint a little picture for you, Ryan. Yeah. So The match that I have queued up here today is kind of in the middle of that sort of my lapsed fandom of wrestling. So the location, Orlando, Florida. Do you have any weird opinions about Orlando?
It's close enough to Tampa.
Close to
So
yeah. So big points there. The date, July 17th, 1994. The company, WCW, your precious, valued, beloved TNT Wrestling, my friend. And today, Ryan, they're putting on the biggest and most noteworthy pay-per-view that they've ever run in their history, titled Bash at the Beach. So the main event of Bash at the Beach, and the match that we're watching here today, features two men that we are very familiar with. Our first competitor is the reigning and defending WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and is none other than the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh. Good choice.
Yeah. I mean, you got to bring it all full
Solid.
circle. Bring it all full. You love yourself some Ric Flair.
Yeah.
What's your main? If we played word association right now, if I said Ric Flair, what would be the first thing that pops into your brain?
I mean, I don't want to just use his name, but the guy has some flair, that's what it is. He just kind of pops,
he just kind of pops.
Just kind of yeah.
I can. You know what? I'll accept that. I'll accept that as an answer.
I mean, I don't want a cop-out answer, but
I don't think that's a cop-out answer at all.
Good.
So the last time that we saw Ric Flair, do you know off the top of your head? If not, no worries.
The last time we saw him?
You'll remember when I tell you, but do you remember off the top of your head? It was 10 episodes ago. So that was back in episode 27. This is actually episode 37. I don't think I actually said that earlier, but it is. It's episode 37. Welcome, everybody. Find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc. But episode 27 was the Royal Rumble 1992, where Flair went over 1 hour to defeat 29 other men.
This is a poster.
It wasn't the poster, but it was related to the poster.
Okay.
So there was a match there was a 4-on-4 match where Piper fought everybody off, and that was the poster. And then a couple episodes later, that was all building to the Royal Rumble, where it was a 30-man over the top rope battle royal match, where you chose Piper, but the actual winner was Flair, and you were very butthurt about it. You were a little boo-boo faced.
It's okay.
But he's better now, everybody. He's going to Las Vegas. He'll be okay. So since that time, since Royal Rumble 1992, Flair would wrestle for another year or so in the WWF before returning to his old stomping grounds of WCW. Once back in WCW, Flair would go on to reclaim the title, feuding with rivals old and new, including some men that we've even seen on the show, like Steve Austin, Sting, and Boy Meets World's own Vader, while being managed by the devious, sensational Sherry. At the time of our match today, Flair is enjoying his either 11th or 12th reign as champion, depending on who's telling it. And I actually listened to two different announcers on the show say different numbers, so who knows. But he's been the champion a lot, basically. But his challenger today is a fiery newcomer to WCW, someone that fans can really get behind, dazzling the audience with his incredible physique and Hollywood good looks, none other than Hulk Hogan.
Wow. What a final match here.
So, I mean, it's been building up for a little while. I mean, two of the guys that we've really featured a lot on this show have been Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, and we're going to see that finally come to a head here today, my friend.
Yeah.
And I know what you're thinking, Ryan.
Okay.
You've probably got a lot of thoughts swirling through that cranium of yours. How could Hulk Hogan, the Babe Ruth of WWF, the biggest star that company had over the past decade and arguably in their entire history, how could he possibly be competing for WCW? Well, let's talk about
that.
Ryan.
Was what I was thinking today.
Was it really?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Exactly. So thank you for
Well, I'm going to address it, Ryan.
Exactly.
You're
Please,
lucky.
Yeah. If you want me to address it,
please.
Go ahead.
So last episode, we saw Bret Hart take on Yokozuna in the main event of WrestleMania 9. As you remember, Hulk Hogan came out to defend the honor of his best friend, Bret Hart, and he beat Yokozuna for the WWF title in the process. So Hulk would go on to wrestle at one final WWF pay-per-view several months later, where he lost the title back to Yokozuna due to a fireball shooting out of a camera, and he exited the company shortly afterwards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hate it when fireballs shoot out of cameras.
Right.
Those pesky Japanese photographers. So there's a couple of reasons for his departure. First, Hulk was starting to do more acting. In particular, he had started a show, which is a syndicated action show called Thunder in Paradise. So Hulk was hoping that the show was going to mirror some of the success that Baywatch had experienced, but it wasn't meant to be. Unfortunately, Thunder in Paradise is not looked at.
I can see where I was going, though,
with the same level of reverence as Baywatch. But yeah, you can see.
Right.
Did you ever see Thunder in Paradise?
I haven't, but
Did you ever see Knight Rider? This is before your time as well. But are you familiar?
I know Knight Rider. I haven't seen the movie, but I know.
So Knight Rider is about like a cool talking car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thunder in Paradise was a cool talking boat.
Oh shit! It's right up my alley.
A cool talking battle boat where Hulk and his buddies were,
It was a series, or like.
Yeah, it was like a 1 hour syndicated series like Baywatch. Or Conan, or no, not Conan. Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, or Xena, Warrior and Princess. Like, think of those types of things. That's what Thunder in Paradise was.
It's a classic Hulk Hogan move right there.
Classic Hulkster move. So at the same time that he was doing this Thunder in Paradise thing, the WWF started a rebuilding phase, kind of putting more focus on their younger talent and shifting the spotlight away from the previous generation's talent. So people like Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. So those guys kind of being phased out a little bit, like still showcased in a certain form, but really focusing more on people like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, etc. So while Hulk was on set filming Thunder in Paradise at Disney MGM Studios, none other than WCW were also filming their wrestling shows at a soundstage on the very same lot. So this presented WCW management with the opportunity to strike up a conversation with the Hulkster, and after a bit of back and forth, the Turner organization opened up their purse strings and offered Hulk Hogan the most lucrative wrestling contract to that point of all time.
Well, what was it?
I knew you were going to fucking ask me that. And so I wrote down notes. I looked into it a little bit.
Okay.
So here's what he was basically contracted for. He was essentially contracted to wrestle at 4 pay-per-views per year. He would do a little bit of TV appearances leading up to those pay-per-views, but essentially he'd be making $500,000 per pay-per-view show.
That's, 94 this was?
In 1994. So basically guaranteed $2 million a year. In addition to that, he received a percentage of the pay-per-view buy rate. So if it exceeded a certain pay-per-view buy rate, he would get more than the $500,000. So it could be as much as, $600,000-$700,000. He also had an enormous percentage of his merchandising. So most wrestlers, when they do merchandise, let's say you have a t-shirt that comes out, you're a WWF wrestler, right? Most guys, maybe they'll do like 5%, 10%, something like that. Hulk Hogan was getting 50% of his merchandise. So of every Hulk Hogan doll, t-shirt, bandana sold, he would get half. WCW would get half.
And he just had the leverage to negotiate like that?
Yes.
Nice.
So, yes. The way I've heard it described, so the head of WCW at that time was a guy named Eric Bischoff. He basically said, our pay-per-views were not doing well. Our merchandise was virtually non-existent. So even if you start doing something, even if like the deal is way in Hulk's favor, at least now you're getting something, whereas before you were getting nothing. Yeah. Plus, having Hulk Hogan on your roster opens up so many doors for like merchandising that you did not have before, because like, and this isn't a knock on Sting. Sting was not the level of star that Hulk Hogan was. And so just saying we have Hulk Hogan is going to be like, oh, well, shit. Well, yeah, we'll put out action figures for your people. We'll do this. Yeah. We'll do that sort of thing. So knowing that Thunder in Paradise was not gaining the following that he'd hoped, and knowing that Vince McMahon, his perception of Hulk Hogan's character was that it had basically run its course and his best days were behind it. So Hulk made the choice then to join up with WCW. So this immediately legitimized WCW in the eyes of the public. We talked about the merchandising opportunities and things, and it really brought a lot of eyes to the company that who had previously brushed it off as being a minor league promotion. So it only makes sense that Hulk would be catapulted to the top of the card right off the bat, challenging Ric Flair for the WCW Championship in a one-on-one dream match that had never happened before in front of a pay-per-view audience. So it was a huge get for WCW. Any questions so far?
You've answered them very Very in depth.
Perfect.
Yeah, you came prepared.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
So they publicized this acquisition as much as they could. Hulk Hogan debuted with a parade at Disney MGM Studios in his honor. He rode in a yellow and red Corvette down Main Street with a big, following of people, big parade. They did a press conference there and everything. They really rolled out the red and yellow carpet for the Hulksters, so to speak.
The red and yellow.
So for the match itself, WCW was pulling out all the stops, for better or for worse, in an attempt to replicate some of the WWF 80s magic. So back at the original WrestleMania, which we haven't actually seen on this show, but the main event of WrestleMania 1 was Roddy Piper and the recently deceased Paul Orndorff, rest in peace Paul Orndorff, versus Hulk Hogan and his tag team partner, Mr. T. You ever heard of Mr. T?
I have.
Okay. Rocky 3. He was in Rocky 3. He was the bad guy. He was Clubber Lang. He was also in the A-Team. He was a huge star in the 80s. Yeah. You may or may not know this, but in 1994, Mr. T was not as big of a star. He was actually pretty much fucking irrelevant. So the idea that WCW would bring in Mr. T of all people in 1994 was kind of weird. But as an alternate, more timely guest, in addition to Mr. T, the Orlando Magic's own Shaquille O'Neal would be in attendance to present the world title to the winner of the match. So now that's it. We finally have this dream match that's been talked about for the last decade between two of the biggest stars of WWF and WCW.
Wow.
And that's the build-up, brother.
We'll see what happens, right?
We will. Yeah, we are going to see what happens. Do you know what your record is right now, Ryan? Venture a guess.
24 and 22.
You're actually pretty close. You were at 22 and 21.
Yeah.
So you're really hovering around that 500 mark. You haven't been able to...
22 and 20, but
What makes you say that?
Last match.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. So you're saying that it should have counted as a win for you and it should only be counted as one match? Is that what you're saying? I'll take it to the Hard Mark Board of Directors, but I think that they disagree.
Okay.
And that's our match here today. Anything else that we should mention? Any questions before we watch this thing?
No, I think you covered it. Yeah.
All right. Ryan's a gambling man. He's going to get his gambling out before he hits those craps tables in a few months here, or for a few days. A few months. A few days, more like it. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with our thoughts on Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair. What a match! See you in a bit.
Oh, hello. Who am I, you ask? Well, that's on a need-to-know basis, and I guess you need to know. I'm Donnell from the Watching It Podcast, a little podcast where me and my co-host Robert dive into different TV shows and movies to give our viewpoints and reviews. TV shows like The Boys to the 1999 hit movie The 13th Floor. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, come join us at watchingitpod.com or on any podcast provider.
I never thought I'd see him back in the ring, Shivani.
Here they are. Shaquille O'Neal along with Commissioner Nick Buckley will join us at ringside. And Sherry's got something in her hand. And Mr. T's got Sherry.
He's kidnapping her.
Flair's got he's got that. Whatever she pulled out. Brass knucks. Oh, he had Hogan with it.
We don't know what that is. But he's got something. He's got one. Yes.
Yes. No.
Damn it.
He kicked out of it.
Hogan is still going. He is still going.
The big butt.
Oh, no. Please, no.
The leg drop.
Oh, no. Please, don't do anything.
1,
no. 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new heavyweight champion of the world, 6 feet 7, Hulk Hogan. Shaquille O'Neal.
Welcome back, everybody. let it be known. Let it be on the final in-person hard mark for the foreseeable future. Let it be known, Ryan, dedication to the program. And I say that because we have pizza sitting upstairs, and he was like, you know what? I want to record first, and then we're going to eat the pizza afterwards. I got the match on my mind. Yeah. I'm all jazzed up about this match. We got to keep it fresh. We got to keep it fresh. Yeah. We got to talk about it. So we're here. I just want to let everybody know, like, not even Red Robin Pizza will separate Ryan from his love of wrestle-science. So here we are. Ryan, what did you think of the match?
I thought it was a good match.
You liked it?
I did like it.
I honestly, I don't know what I expected. I kind of expected you to maybe not like it.
It's not like the best match I've seen, but I liked it for a Hulk Hogan match and Ric Flair matches. I didn't think I was going to like it as much, but like... Historically, you have not liked either of their matches. There's a lot of like...
Based on the science.
Yeah, there's a lot of people and like...
There was just
a lot of... Yeah, things put in place, little extras here and there that made it. That's what I like about wrestling. You throw in those extras, and the ref, fantastic.
The original ref.
The original ref.
Yeah.
So good. So there was a lot of those like components that made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So let's get to the match notes here. So match thing starts. So there was a little bit of kind of just the commentators talking about the match, sort of like to build up like the importance. I think even the statement was made of like, this is the most important night in the history of professional wrestling, which we talked about. And, you know, it wasn't, but it was definitely an important night for WCW. I'll give them that. We had the Nick Bockwinkel entrance. He's the WCW commissioner. Didn't really do anything in the match. He was just there as kind of a figurehead type of thing. Then we had Shaq's entrance, a young 1994 Shaq.
That's Prime Shaq.
Prime Shaq.
Orlando Magic Shaq is Prime Shaq. Not that Laker Shaq isn't. You know,
sure. But is that your favorite of all the Shaqs? Is Orlando Shaq? Orlando Shaq.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, in the time, I did not like Orlando Shaq. Looking back on it now, you know, I have a greater appreciation for Shaq. I liked kind of old man Phoenix Suns Shaq personally, but
I just like I was
not wanting to run up both sides of the court Shaq.
I grew up Laker Shaq.
Okay.
But like I like Orlando Shaq. Mm-hmm. That's, you know.
And Penny Hardaway, just what a team.
Yeah, that's you know where I'm. That guy, seeing 1994 Shaq walk on was great. He looks great. He looks fantastic. Like,
I forgot how thin he was back then.
Yeah, big. I mean, like he's bulky, but like, you know, he's not fat Shaq.
No, he's not fat Shaq, and he's not like super like muscular Shaq yet either. Like he wasn't like a string bean, but he wasn't like especially like oh, you look at that guy like holy shit, like that guy's huge. Like he's a very tall man, but he was pretty slender at that point. Then right around that point, right after that, Ric Flair enters. You mentioned how much flair he has, unsurprisingly. You also mentioned that the set for Bash at the Beach looked like a 4th grade dance setup.
So I said 6th grade.
Okay, sorry.
But it was more like a middle school dance, like whatever.
Oh, okay,
but it's just
middle school. 6th grade is middle school in some places, for the record.
Yeah, you know,
not where I go.
Advanced,
not anywhere reputable.
7th grade,
yeah.
Anyway, it had like that like theme to it, like a little palm tree beach. I mean, that was imagine it was
with
like
the streamers,
but
and
like
everything.
it just. It was. I could have totally seen walking into a dance like that. That's what struck me. It brought me right back to, you know, being 11, 12 years old.
WCW did not have the production budget that say WWF did. Even with Hulk Hogan being brought in, it's just like they didn't have the experience on that.
The recent match that we watched, and obviously this was
that's Bianca Belair versa's Sasha Banks.
Yeah. I mean, to see the difference, like holy shit, like but. It still had character, you know. I don't hate on it for that. It just reminded me of that. So.
No, I forgot how recently we had watched that main event of WrestleMania 37 and pro wrestling. You've come a long way,
absolutely.
Baby.
That was quite a show.
Then we have the Hulk Hogan entrance with not only his manager Jimmy Hart, which I don't know if you had an opinion about. Actually, I had totally forgotten about this. We've seen Jimmy Hart wrestle before. This was back in the first like 5 episodes. If you remember the Andy Kaufman match, it was Andy Kaufman and Jimmy Hart versus Jerry Lawler. So, Jimmy Hart is managing Hulk Hogan. I always found if you're Hulk Hogan, you're like the biggest star in the history of wrestling, blah, 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 blah. why would you have like this little Weasley manager guy? It's just, I get that he's there to like offset Sherry in this case, but like ordinarily, I never liked the pairing of Jimmy Hart and Hulk Hogan.
Maybe he gives good advice, like, you know, maybe he is Hulk's backbone. Like
it's probably, yeah, he's probably just, you know, Hulk Hogan's, you know, weed holder or whatever.
Right.
But like I always, as a kid, I remember towards the end of his WWF run, he had Jimmy Hart as his manager, and I was just like, I don't like this version of Hulk as much as I did just the guy, the lone wolf by himself. He's got his Hulkamaniacs, and that's all he needs, that sort of thing. And then, of course, he also had Mr. T, which, despite my best efforts of shitting all over Mr. T in 1994, you refused to go along.
Well, I don't
with
get
it.
what you're saying with Mr. T. To address
Just
it
because
really,
you didn't know who Mr. T is doesn't mean
Mr.
he was
T is a huge name, and like if you brought someone back, like who, like maybe like let's say for instance today, like Shaquille O'Neal, like the kids probably don't know him, but if you brought him back like into like a street match, people would be like, holy shit, Shaq! Like
Shaquille O'Neal is 10 times a celebrity in 2021 that Mr. T was in 1994.
okay, like Scottie Pippen, you know, you bring back like. You know, Scottie Pippen, maybe Dennis Rodman. I don't know. Like, but people would be like, holy fucking shit. That's a big, like, you know, he's a big celebrity back in the day.
All these scenarios. Here's the equivalent in 2021. The equivalent in 2021 is, you know what? I'm gonna fight you at Bash at the Beach, and you know who I'm bringing as my backup? Dane Cook. That would be the fucking equivalent of Mr. T in 1994. It was a decade since that fucking dude was relevant. He was not in anything.
I'm not sure that's like a valid comparison.
Oh, the Markomaniacs will absolutely back me up on that.
I get what you're saying. I'm just not sure that that's like...
Oh, that's fucking accurate as fuck. I'm telling you right now. Dane Cook!
Okay, you seem like... I don't know if that's quite valid, but like you seem pretty confident in your answer here. I think like it would be like Mr. T was I don't even watch this. I knew he was a huge name.
Have you heard of Dane Cook before?
Yes, I know.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I was gonna say like at least Mr. T was in movies, but I forgot like Dane Cook is also in like several. But like,
you ever seen Waiting?
Good movie.
Yeah,
good movie.
The Batman and all the other nutsack stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, I just don't know. Dane Cook is the guy to compare it to. I think it's more like Dennis Rodman or Scottie Pippen. Like,
Mr. T wasn't an athlete; he was an actor.
Well, okay, so
why are you coming up with all these basketball players?
Okay, I'm thinking now. Sorry, my mind's a Shaq. I'm just thinking of like a guy who, like, dang. Okay, I'm just gonna let it go. But
I'm not. Yeah, our audience thanks you, Ryan. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll move forward.
But anyway, Ryan will refute. He's all about Mr. T. So that to each their own. The entrance with Michael Buffer. So WCW, I don't know when they started this. I don't think this is the first time they did it, but they would always, for their big pay-per-views for the main event, they would have Michael Buffer do the ring introductions. Yeah. And so he is, as Ryan, wasn't aware of, he was like the 90s ring announcer for boxing, for WCW, for Celebrity Deathmatch. Like he's what you thought of when you thought of like someone announcing people in the ring.
I was aware, I just didn't.
Sure. Well, he's not a thing anymore. So like a lot of people,
he is let's get ready to rumble guy.
Yes,
he's in video games. He's in like so,
and that's a trademark phrase. Any other ring announcers cannot say let's get ready to rumble.
He landed it. It was very probably right back. Like
right. My favorite part of that is how they compared this Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair match to the moon landing. Legitimately, I'm not making this up. It was there. They were like, oh, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong just 25 years ago. And here today, we have the two biggest stars in pro wrestling. I liked that a lot.
I know you did.
In pro wrestling, you got to fucking build the shit up. People need to know how important it is.
Biggest match of all time. And then, compared it to...
Biggest thing since the moon landing, motherfucker. Yeah. Even with Mr. T here. Really long intros. Eventually, the match actually starts. They begin circling up. It kind of starts with Hulk Hogan outpowering Ric Flair. So they have a couple things where like Hulk's just kind of tossing it around, etc. Eventually, Flair kind of, he ducks outside of the ropes. He claims that Flair's grabbing his hair, and then they do a little strut off type of thing. So Ric Flair kind of dodges Hulk Hogan and then does a little strut and a woo. And then Hulk Hogan comes back with his own strut and his own woo. Did you have a preference between the struts and the woos?
I didn't really care for the beginning of the match.
Oh, really?
I thought that's your typical like they're strutting around getting the crowd into it. Like I didn't have a particular like preference for which one.
Okay, so
at that point, I was still trying to decide who I was going for.
Okay, gotcha.
Pretty focused, I was like Shaq, like watching the match right there.
Right,
Focused,
exactly.
yeah.
Flair takes Hulk down. I know you were kind of like, that seemed like it
that's
didn't
where
go.
I started like, and then he didn't land anything really from the entire.
Sure. Then we have Ric Flair uses Hulk Hogan's hair to like take him down a couple times. Hulk gets pissed. Now he does it back to Ric Flair, and he kind of starts chain wrestling against Flair, and that's when we see the first of 7. I counted them during the match. First of 7, Ric Flair begging off from Hulk Hogan. I think the biggest revelation, more so than Ryan not hating this match, you have turned the corner on Ric Flair as of this episode.
Yeah,
Your heart wanted you to pick Ric Flair.
I felt like Ric Flair was going to do something.
Okay.
And then I felt like once he started like hiding behind
Sherry.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Once he started hiding behind her, like,
sure.
He just like, that's his play. Like, that's his thing. And he just like gets away with it and he fucking kind of wins. And I've started to like, okay, this is who he is. Like, and I can't like not, respect that. I have to,
right.
you have to show a little bit for how he moves around the match.
Right.
He'll do whatever it takes.
Exactly.
He'll beg. He'll like hide behind women, like, whatever.
A lot like you.
Well, yeah.
In many ways.
Behind Greta, like, yeah.
I can't wait until you put this practice into play when you get into some rough patches in Las Vegas. It's just a matter of time. You're going to find yourself in some rough company and you're just going to pull a woman in front of you and be like, whoa,
Well,
easy.
I've seen it done. I know it works.
Exactly. You can't argue with effectiveness. And then you just roll in the ring and you cheap shot the guy when he comes in. But yeah, he hid behind Sherry. So he pulls Sherry in front of him and then Hulk's not going to hit a woman.
Hulk would never hit a woman.
Hulk Hogan would.
And that was like a
talking point.
Right. Hulk would never hit a woman.
Right.
Which is,
absolutely true, as we saw in this episode. So we have some big punches from Hulk. This was a long match. I have a lot of notes here. I'll just kind of get to the important points.
Was it a long match? How long was it? Like, it didn't seem like...
It was probably, when you factor in like ring intros and stuff like that, it was probably just over 30 minutes or so, something like that. But it was, especially for like a Hulk match, it was a little on the long side, but I thought it was good. Hulk Hogan with the punches in the corner, poster moment. Our second poster moment in the history of the Hard Mark podcast.
There was like, you got the flash bulbs going off. You got Hulk up on top.
Yeah, raining down punches.
Over
Shaq's shoulder.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
You get a nice view of Shaq. So Shaq...
go ahead, sorry.
1994 Shaquille O'Neal, totally bald, which... I think briefly, when he got drafted into the league, he had a little bit of hair up top, but totally bald, little sideburns. So we're talking like 2 to 3 inch long sideburns, no beard.
Yeah.
Just the sideburn.
Yeah.
Ryan may replicate this at some point in time. Vegas Ryan.
If only I could. I would if I
Maybe
could.
sideburn Ryan.
Yeah.
If you just kind of like use, like, you just go up a little bit higher, like where your hairline kind of starts next to your ear, like just do that instead.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what I can do. It's Vegas, right?
Exactly, Vegas, baby. More begging. Again, there were seven distinct moments that I counted where Ric Flair begged away from Hulk Hogan. Ryan loved every single one of them. Eventually, Sherry grabs Hulk's leg, cheap shot from Ric Flair. That's when Hulk kind of takes control. Sherry tried to hit Hulk Hogan with the steel chair, but Jimmy Hart intervened to prevent it.
Which was a bummer. Like,
yeah,
that was something I would have. And it seemed like that was actually gonna. I was feeling it. I was like, nice. She's gonna do it. Yeah. And there's no interruptions, and like it's a wrestling chair moment, which is one of my favorite. Like, and came up from behind her and took it away.
I like it when there is a like proper steel chair. This was like a big padded chair. So even if she would have, she specifically had like the padded side out. It's like, even if he did get hit with it, he'd be hit with like the padded side of the chair.
That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be like a kind of a dull, like, but like at least, you throw it, that might bump the match up 1 or 2 points. You get a chair in there, like,
right.
But it was what it was. So.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll deduct a couple spots from it in the science here. Let's see. There's a couple back and forths here. Let's see. We'll jump ahead to the big chin lock, which probably your favorite line on commentary. Squeeze that mustache off his face. Yeah.
That's just so
good.
And the camera like angle right there was perfect. Like it was just his face getting like squeezed, and I was like, I could see that. Yeah, squeeze that mustache.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Which that was delivered from Bobby the Brain Heenan, not Brian the Brain Heenan. Which as soon as Ryan said Brian the Brain, I immediately I felt like my whole body tense up, and I just felt like violated.
Why does that bother you so much?
I just hate the sound of that. The 3 hand drops. I'm sure that we've seen this before, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't recall it. That was interesting.
Were you thrown out? Were you not expecting Hulk to...
it seemed to take a while for them to do anything. They were just kind of laying there on the mat.
Sure.
And again, the ref was totally into it. Like, he was like...
That's right. You really like
way down.
Randy Pee Wee Anderson.
What a great ref. I trust that guy to get an accurate reading on the match and an accurate call. And so he's dealing with this situation. And then they start lifting the arms up.
Right.
You know?
I don't know that you've ever been such a kinship sort of experience to a referee.
Most of them I don't like.
Okay.
But the way the guy before this he did that huge jump into and he kind of turned right into get a reading on the count right there. And it was just a massive jump from a ref right into it. It was so impressive.
Do you know why he did that?
That specific jump?
Jump. So when you're counting a pinfall, which is a 3 count, the whole premise of the pin is the guy's shoulders are on the mat. So he jumped over both guys so he could get a read on Ric Flair's or whoever, Hulk Hogan, I don't know whose shoulders were on the mat. Whoever was being pinned, he jumped so he could get a read on their shoulders so that he can make sure they're
And that's what that's what I'm saying. This guy wants to ref. This guy wants to be it. He doesn't take his time diddle-dallying around. He just jumps over and gets right there. I can't respect a ref more than I don't think I have up to this point.
He takes his fucking job seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
Randy Pee Wee Anderson, call out on the Hard Mark podcast. Let's see here. A little bit of back and forth again. There was a little bit of figure 4 stuff where Ric Flair was trying to put Hulk in the figure 4. Hulk kept countering. Eventually, so Hulk hits the big boot, covers Ric Flair, 1, 2, and your favorite referee not only gets pulled out of the ring by Sherry, but she knocks him the fuck out.
It was a bummer for me.
It was a bummer. Yeah. Your favorite referee of all time knocked out by sensual Sherry, as WCW called her. Then she proceeds to jump off the top rope, splashes on top of Hulk Hogan. You seem to, because by this point you had made your pick of Hulk Hogan winning the match. And I think at this point you were a little oh, they're going to fuck Hulk Hogan, aren't they? I think this was the part where you were probably most worried about.
There was a point where I did think this is going to be one of those matches where some bullshit happens.
Right. Referee's gone. Hulk's getting attacked by 2 or 3 people. Yeah, that sort of thing. There's a point where Sherry chokes Hulk Hogan with her nylons. I know we've talked about sexual choking in the past. Would you consider that to be sexual?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. In the right setting,
Perfect. And then eventually more begging. And then we get to the end of the match. So Hulk's down. Sherry goes for another splash off the top rope. Hulk moves. Then he slams Ric Flair, who's standing up on the top rope. He slams him down to the ground. Then Hulk hits both Ric Flair and Sherry, but Hulk would never hit a woman.
I feel like he took her out first, right? Am I remember that correctly?
No,
he hit him first.
I think that the idea, I don't know if it was executed the way that they had planned. I think the idea was that Hulk was going to hit them both simultaneously or something like that. But
a woman
clothesline, not hit. I apologize, I misspoke. But they weren't in the same position. So Ric Flair was sort of in front of Sherry, so he basically had to clothesline Ric Flair and then go out of his way. And I think he was trying to clothesline Sherry, but he basically, what it looked like was he palm striked her in the side of the head.
Yeah, no, exactly. Hit a woman is what. I'm not saying
palm strike's a lot different than a hit.
I'm just saying it was the way they pointed out at the beginning of the match that Hulk would never hit, and then
never hit a woman.
Just right to the fucking face, he just out of the ring, was. I mean,
he had so much momentum, Ryan. He was running so fast.
Classic, right?
Hulk Hogan might as well be Carl Lewis. You see the speed; he can't just stop on a dime. Okay, he has got to slow down. He was using her head,
but he would never hit a woman.
No, exactly. Right. He was pushing off of her head like a swimmer would in the pool.
I think that's the way you play this off, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He still hasn't hit a woman. 2021. What a streak. Longest streak of any man walking the face of the earth.
But he would never.
He would never. And then Sherry tries to get involved again. Mr. T grabs her. That's the only involvement of Mr. T in this whole match.
Yep. Which was also a good moment. I liked it.
I really want to know how much they paid Mr. T for this. Whatever it was too fucking much.
How much do you think they paid him? Like, if you were to take a guess.
Probably a few grand.
Yeah.
I don't know, 5, 10 grand maybe. I'm not sure. Because he was Hulk's buddy.
God, I would take 5, 10 grand right now for Tim.
for just carrying a woman.
Just go to Orlando and like shopping.
Just hang out in the ring for a while, wear a bunch of gold chains. Yeah, no, it'd be fun. Then I tried to like needle you a little bit. So at this point in time, Ric Flair pulls out the pair of brass knucks and hits Hulk Hogan. I was trying to be like, oh, Ryan, I think you're in for bad news here. But Hulk
brass knuckles weren't like the scary. The scary thing was prior to that, like when shit started going haywire with. But like,
I could see that
the brass knuckles were just like, you know.
Yeah.
You
were supremely confident.
Always. You have to live your life supremely confident.
Absolutely. But yeah, then we have the for real Hulk up where he does kind of the shake in his head. The hair's going all over the place. He does the 2 big punches, big boot, and then the big leg drop. 1, 2, 3. That's ball game. Hulk Hogan wins the match. New WCW champion in his debut match in the company. Incredible.
It was a good match, yeah. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
It was a good match.
So we're going to find out how much you enjoyed it because we're going to do the science. You have it pulled up on your phone, it looks like, just so I can follow along.
Just to give a quick shout out to Google. This is a really, Google Sheets, man. Underrated.
Google Sheets, yeah. Not enough people talk about.
You can't do this shit in Excel, right? Unless it's like
I do have Excel now. Actually, I paid for a.
Yeah, you can't share a file like this.
That's true. That's true.
Just a quick shout.
But you have Excel too, don't you? So I could put this.
I use Excel probably, but
I could put this into Excel now and share it with you, potentially.
Maybe. Oh, is it like Microsoft? But Google Sheets. It's just a little shout. Just quick. I'm just shouting them out, Eric. Just shouting them out,
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you so defensive.
Google needs a shout out every now and then.
It's true. Yeah, no, they're hurting. Shout out to Alphabet Company, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, it is Alphabet.
There you go.
Okay, let's see.
So what are we thinking? So it seemed like you liked the match.
It did. I want to I'm trying to find Hulk matches and figure out
I don't know. So the most recent Hulk match was last episode with Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna, actually, which is I believe ranked 12. There's actually, there's 2 Hulk sections. There's an upper Hulk
Yeah.
I don't know if it's you or if it's the matches, but the more recent Hulk matches of Hulk and Tenryu versus the Road Warriors, which we watched with the Watching It podcast boys, and then last week's episode, those are up near in the top 10, close to the top 10, and then the original Hulk matches are down towards the bottom.
I want to put this pretty close to that, and I'm thinking about just putting it right above it. Because this was out of any Hulk
This doesn't sound scientific to me, Ryan.
I think it is scientific. All right, I think I'm going with the data.
Okay, we're going with the data.
So I think the data says that a couple of Hulk matches.
One good Hulk match deserves another.
This one was better.
Okay.
But I wouldn't put it in the top 10.
Sure.
So I think it has to go 11 or 12.
Okay.
Can you give me a quick rundown of the Royal Rumble? Am I missing something? I can't recall if 1992.
Yeah, so Royal Rumble was the 30-man match where you had to throw all the other guys out of the ring. I think you really, really liked it. It was a 60-minute match. It was long for you. It was a big strain on your attention for that time period. The thing that you disliked most was you got mad at me because I apparently swayed you away from your original pick of Ric Flair, who won. So it's hard to say how much you actually liked it, but I think you did because it was a new guy coming in every 2 minutes.
Okay. Just quick, could you, if I reference any match in this, could you give me a rundown every single?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's crazy.
It's only 40 matches. And I've spent multiple hours putting notes together and editing each of them. So yeah, they're all pretty fresh.
I guess you do if
you bothered to
I think
get familiar with the product, you might also be.
I have a hard time hearing myself talk. So.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Okay. I'm thinking the new 11. I think I'm gonna bump it up.
You're gonna bump the Royal Rumble 92 down?
Yeah, because I don't think there should be 3 Hulk matches right in a row right there. I think this one should be close, but not in the top 10, but a little bit,
Okay. Ordinarily, I'd be pissed about this, but you know what? It's your farewell of in-person stuff. I'm not gonna push the issue too much.
Well, that's why I'm putting it regardless. So
yeah, you're getting a little too high on your hog. I don't know. We're gonna have to do something about this. I might have to sick all the Sasha Banks stands on you on Twitter, and have them. He's in Las Vegas. Everybody, you search Las Vegas long enough, you'll fucking find this guy. Okay, new number 11. All right, the science is complete. That is our 43rd match. Is that right?
So we have 43 right now.
Oh, this is our 44th match. Yeah. Wow. We really got to do the analytics thing one of these days. Like, kind of figure out with our data points, like, if a good guy wins...
I'll not do anything at work. I'll just...
if a good guy wins, what happened? Like, what's Ryan's winning percentage? If a bad guy wins, that sort of thing. Maybe we'll get Colton, the real data analytics guy, in on this and figure that out. Anything else about the match that we should talk about?
I'll break it down. Don't worry about Colton. Colton doesn't even look at 45 for spreadsheets anymore. That's just put it in a machine learning thing. Like,
he's too busy holding steins on his off time now. I think it's time. I think we got to do it. I think we got to finish this thing out. As much as the people, the Markomaniacs, are probably sad to see us go for one final in-person Hard Mark, but you're going to hear us virtually. And I can assure you, for anyone who remembers kind of the teens episodes where maybe we had some technical difficulties, I have new equipment. That is not going to be a problem. In fact, you'll probably not really be able to even tell a difference. In fact, you'll probably hear less of Ryan futzing around with microphones now that he's going to be in Las Vegas. So it'll probably be better quality in many ways. So FYI around that. I think it's time we're going to do the thing which is called Eric's Wisdom Tree. What, Ryan? Hey, what do you put your cans back on?
I did. I had them on for that.
Did you? Well, you took them off though in the middle, right?
Well, so last time I was like, it didn't work, and I was like talking shit, and then I realized I had my headphones on, so I.
You're supposed to always put your cans on. That's what they call them in the industry.
Is
cans.
It? Cans? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Put on the cans.
They're on.
Only on one ear though. I see lobe.
I have about half on, half off.
I see lobe. What should we do? Should we get what are you feeling today for the final in person?
This is your call, is it?
It's my call. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. We should send people out on a high note. This will be a good piece of advice for you going on a new journey, new city. You're going to probably make lots of new friends. Probably not anyone as good as me, who would give you
as a friendship podcast, right?
Right, exactly. No one who would say, you know what, Ryan, you should be on the internets. No one is going to say that to you.
I totally believe that. Yeah.
But this is going to be important for you, I think, to just keep in mind while you're walking the streets of Fremont, which is the old strip in Vegas for anyone unfamiliar. But okay, Eric's Wisdom Tree. If all the people that you met in one day were assholes, you're the asshole.
Yes. Come on, Eric. That's a classic TikTok fucking...
What? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I mean, well, now we're going down this fucking rabbit hole a little bit. So Ryan's a big TikTok guy now.
Big TikTok guy.
Which is shocking to me that you would be a TikTok guy.
It's shocking to me.
Why did you do this?
I had it on my phone for probably a year. I had the app.
Why?
I never used it.
But why?
Well, so if you hop on Reddit, you get a lot of short TikTok videos.
Uh-huh.
And so if you just punch in their name that shows on every TikTok, you can see more of their. So I would go there to see additional content or whatever.
Okay.
And then I started scrolling through it slowly at first, 2 videos. I'm like, okay. And then it kind of progressed.
It's gateway drug shit. I learned about this in Dare.
Fucking now I can sit there for an hour and scroll through videos. It's kind of fucked up.
Is this the social media platform that you spend most time on? Would be TikTok, do you think?
I think it's between, so it was Reddit definitely, and now it's kind of, TikTok's taking more time.
Wow.
There's a lot of dumb shit on TikTok for sure. Mm-hmm. But the thing that gets me I don't know why I'm trying to pump up TikTok here, but I shouldn't be. I think it's probably a dangerous privacy issue, and for sure I don't
Right. He doesn't like to know where his meat's coming
I'm just
from.
Saying why it's better. So if you don't like an ad, you just scroll through past that ad. If you like an ad, you just keep it on. Like on Facebook, they fucking force you to watch an entire 15, 32, 30 seconds, whatever. Yeah. I hate them. I delete. That's why I deleted Facebook. On top of it just being a terrible service now.
Okay.
So I moved to TikTok. You just scroll through the ads and you can watch your content.
Okay.
That's it. That makes it the best platform. I'm tired of ads. I get that they have to have revenue from ads, but you can scroll through it if you don't like it.
There's no ads on Instagram.
I mean,
really? Well, there are some. I
have an Instagram, but like the problem with, I don't really care about like pictures as much. The reason I like Facebook is because like people were on there back 2010, back in the day, like merging from MySpace. There was shit going on, and then it just became all fucking ads. Like your whole feed is just ads.
Sure.
And, like, so I moved to TikTok. Well, I moved to Reddit and then TikTok, and then yeah.
You really kind of fucking upended my Eric's wisdom tree.
Well, that's just such a dumb fucking thing. Everyone's
not dumb.
Everyone's said that's been said since like 2005, Eric. That's like
I don't think you're taking it to heart.
I agree with it. I
think that you're being an asshole.
There's only one other person in the room. All right. So
if you come away from this place thinking like, "Oh man, that Eric, he's a real asshole today," well, maybe you should look at yourself.
In the room.
Well, that's because you don't meet people.
If we had Tony Tate and Colton, and they thought I was an asshole, then I might be the asshole. But there's not here. Like, they didn't show up for my last day.
Tony Tate wouldn't have hit you if you weren't an asshole with that kendo stick.
That's
you don't hit like super nice guys. Have you ever heard about fucking the Dalai Lama ever being hit with a kendo stick? No, it's because he's
Did he
not
offer? Did he offer it up for content, Eric?
He didn't. You got to get that sweet content. The Kendening, which, speaking of which, you can find all of your great Hardmark merchandise. The Kendening, the Hardmark logo itself. I happen to be wearing the Hardmark t-shirt right now. If you were not aware of this, I probably should have.
The water bottle is fucking like, I'm going to get one. Like,
the water bottle is fucking cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it actually turned out really well. Like that.
I'm very happy with how those pieces of merchandise
I will
out.
be buying stuff. I'm cash flow right now is a little bit like
right, exactly. I understand.
Gotta wait till
Sure, we need to bank up some reserves, but once you have a couple months under your belt at the Vegas spot, then you'll be in a better spot. I understand. I get it. But yeah, if you meet assholes all day, then you're probably an asshole.
I would give you a piece of advice and say don't repeat like shitty fucking like this is some like 14-year-old girl shit like on Facebook.
What the fuck? No, it's
totally is. Like,
what if I phrased it in a different way?
Eric, you're better than this.
Okay, would it help if I phrased it a different way? Would you like it
the point stands. It's just like everyone knows that.
Hey, everybody, if you smell shit all day, check your shoe.
That would be a better wisdom tree.
That is it. That's the same thing. Yeah, no, that's a different way of phrasing the thing.
That's a better way to phrase it.
You said that it wouldn't matter if I phrased it differently. That's a different way of phrasing it. If you smell shit all day, check your shoe.
No, my point is like...
Just because you're on fucking TikTok, like watching like vampire, like Japanese vampire ladies
posted on dumb memes for like.
Hold on, just because you're looking at lip syncing Japanese vampires all day, that doesn't mean that the rest of us are fucking up on this shit, Ryan. Okay, like some of us just don't live our lives online with the Chinese government watching us.
No drama. I just don't want any drama in my life. All right, like that's just what I want to avoid. Okay.
I've never seen Ryan. I've never seen Ryan do a voice before. B, I've never seen Ryan like try to like emulate a personality before. He was doing like weird air quotes and like pterodactyl wings as he was doing that. Do you want to hit us with any other impressions before we finish things off? Do your Australian impression. Please do your. Eric's wisdom tree is Ryan's going to do a really quick Australian impression. Please, then we'll eat pizza. Just do one sentence as an Australian guy. What sentence? Do I have to feed you the sentence?
Something
Australian?
Shrimp on the barbie. That's what. I don't even get it. I don't even get why that was something that was necessary.
Because if you're gonna be the fucking voice guy, you gotta do the.
I don't get it.
You gotta play the hits like the Australian. So there we go. That's absolutely going into next week's intro. Expect that soundbite coming really soon because that was Fucking chef's kiss. Oh, you better believe it, brother. And with that said, if you're not hard, get hard. Once you get hard, stay hard. Take it sleazy, everybody. See ya in the virtual space next time. Struts and the woos.